You can see we have a little plate in the axle. So I'll remove the Phillips screw, take off the dust cap or grease cap. And then there's a Torx T20 bolt that you need to remove, which holds the spindle in place. I'm using a 15mm pedal spanner to hold the axle in place. And then the axle just pulls out. You can see there's a little step there from the worn out bearing, so I need to replace this axle. I've had to grind down the tips on these cheap circlip pliers to fit inside this small circlip. Then you can just pull it out with a set of needle nose pliers. And you can use a drift to punch out the two small bearings that sit at the end of the axle. You need to also pick out the snap ring that sits on the inside of the pedal. Then you can punch out the needle bearing. You could use a screwdriver. There's a little indent either side of the bearing that you can just reach in through the inside. It's worth using some penetrating fluid if the bearing's been there a while. I found a 12mm spade bit fitted perfectly inside the little indents. You can see the dimensions here. You don't have to, but it's worthwhile grinding off the edges if it's a cheap little bit and you're not going to use it for anything else. Then it fits in almost perfectly, and you can give it a little hit with a hammer to push out the needle bearing. I'm doing this over a hole in the table so the bearing can fall through. Just make sure it's sort of centered. Just giving it a clean with some degreaser, both inside and out, and then some disc brake cleaner just to clean off all the degreaser. This is the time you could also replace the pedal plates, the bow tie pedal plates, but I don't need to in this case. I'm just laying out all the parts of the kit I ordered from Air Velo Bearings in the UK. It's a stainless steel Speedplay kit. I'll list the parts in the kit here. You can just check how the end bearings fit on. So there's a bearing with a larger hole which fits inside the bearing with the smaller hole, and there's the needle bearing, which in the case of these bearings from Air Velo fit either way, although you have to check that. I'm just greasing the inside of the pedal. Make sure you install the bearings on the right side. You can see where the dust cap, grease cap goes on. There's two little indents. It's helpful to use the new axle as a reference. So put the bearing with the larger hole on the inside and the bearing with the small hole on the outside, and then I'm using the replacement axle to push them in. I'm going to push them in a little bit further later, but just check, you should be able to see where the circlip's going to go inside the indent. This is the grease I'm using. So grease the axle. This is actually a second-hand axle I bought on eBay, but it's only been used a few times apparently. Put the O-ring on, then the needle bearing, and then we're using the axle as a drift. To tap in the needle bearing, use the soft end of a hammer. Make sure it's fully seated. On the other side, I'm just pushing in the two bearings a little bit further, using the old bearings as drifts. Then I'm using a punch on the top just to help push them in further. You can then pull out the old bearings with a set of needle nose pliers. Check you can see that little groove indent, and then put the circlip back in place and push it in with some needle nose pliers or a pick. Just make sure it's fully seated in the recess. I'm also putting the snap ring back on the other side to hold the needle bearing in. Again, make sure this snap ring is also fully in place inside the recess. Then you can push the spindle back in, make sure you've got the O-ring in place. Screw the T20 Torx bolt back into the axle. And then apply a little bit of grease before reattaching the dust cap, the grease cap, with the Phillips screw. There now shouldn't be any play in the pedal, and if you give it a flick with your finger, it should just give a single half rotation. Now it's properly greased.